Gamerverse Psylocke, Thanos, 2-pack. There it is. Let's do this. This is something I needed. First off, I loved Marvel Vs. Capcom 2. I played Marvel Vs. Capcom 2 so much. Like, so very, very much. This is going to sound wild, I had a dedicated television for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. I know that sounds crazy. It's not a joke. It really happened. So years ago, my dad had a big screen TV. It was very big. And just so everybody understands, I'm 41. When I tell you that my dad had a big screen TV, it's not like today when you had a big screen TV. My dad had one of those big monsters that took 2 or 3 men to carry. Like, it was big. Okay? It was big. One person did not move it alone. I very blatantly remember trying to pick it up by myself at one time, and like I could get it off the ground, but I couldn't get it hoisted up to a position where I could get it like on a flat surface. And you couldn't just set the TV on anything because it was heavy, like to the point where it would break something that it was on. It was a big screen TV. So one night, don't remember exactly what happened, just my dad came home, turned the TV on, it was broken. He was like, "Oh, damn it, TV." And I'm like, "What happened?" "I don't know what happened." He's down there trying to fix it, kind of slapping the side of it, trying to figure out, going through his options and everything. And he's like, "Well, that's it, it's done." I get to looking at this TV. And I'm like, "Is that all that's wrong with it?" And he's like, "Yeah, but it's enough that I'm not going to deal with it." I'm like, "What are you going to do with that TV?" "Well, I don't know what to do with it right now. Probably throw it away. There's nothing else you could do with it." And I was like, "What if I could do something with it?" "Whatever." Great. So I take it, and I take it downstairs. Now, what had went wrong with the TV is somehow the sides screwed up. And what used to be a square now had these bows, right? So like this, where it connected at the bottom and at the top, but there was like a sea-level bow that kind of went in. And oddly enough, there were a lot of arcade cabinets that just actually kind of did that. And it got me thinking, I have an extra PlayStation 2. So I took a PlayStation 2, I took that thing downstairs, I got a little table and everything for it, I put that on top, I put the PlayStation 2 under it, I put Marvel vs. Capcom 2 into that PlayStation, I put it in the PlayStation, I hit the button, I connected 2 fighting sticks, so like actually like this, to it, and then I basically had a makeshift arcade cabinet in the corner of the basement, specifically for Marvel vs. Capcom 2. And it was like that for a couple of months before then I started testing other games. Would King of Fighters be too, because you had to be careful. If you put a game in, that bow was a bit of a problem. It didn't hurt Marvel vs. Capcom 2 like at all. We just did just fine with it. But there were other games you would put in that were fighting games that like couldn't handle that level of bow. It would really screw up the game and like make the game feel like it didn't work. Yeah. And that TV still hung around for like a year and a half before we actually got rid of it. So I basically had a makeshift arcade cabinet for Marvel Vs. Capcom 2. I loved this game. And to see these packs coming out, and to see them selling the way they are, and to see the amount of effort that's being put into these, just floors me. I mean, it really does. It feels special. Like, think about it. Think about how every single one of these figures from this current Gamerverse line that seems to be coming out is getting like prime attention. Maybe not to you, but it certainly feels like it to me, because this has got to be the best Psylocke they have ever released. Like, I haven't even touched her yet, and I could look right at her and tell you that's got to be the best one. That right there, that is the way that my mind pictures Thanos all the time. Literally all the time, without fail. When my mind plays an image of him, anytime I think about him, it is this. It is this figure. This was perfect for me. It absolutely spoke to me. I don't have a Psylocke yet. I want one. Best possible option. I don't have a Thanos yet. I want one. Best possible option. Best possible 2-pack. But you know, it's unbelievable that it's not just this pack. It's all of them that have been impressive. I don't know that we've seen a bad figure, and this is all speculation. This is the first one I've even held in my greedy hands. But I don't think we've seen a bad figure from this line yet. This line came out swinging hard. Everything I've seen from it looks like something I want, and something that's been done well, and something that stands out. Like, it's not just Wolverine. It's a new Wolverine with some new gimmicks. It's not just Psylocke. It's Psylocke in the best possible body from the game that we played. It's not just the same Thanos that they were already selling. It's this one with the horns. It's this one. Dude, it's so good. And I'm seeing figure after figure right now from this concept that's just blowing me away. It's also kind of making me call into question something else. But I'm wondering if that's for a topic video to discuss later. Because I can't help but look at this line, the Gamerverse line, that's releasing figures at $60 for like 2 really good figures. And then my eyes kind of wander back to a certain Spider-Man and a certain Hulk, and they go, hold on. If you can release some of the best figures in the history of Marvel Legends together for that price, what is justifying? Feels like it's an argument we could have, not one that I want to get negative about, but one that might need to be called into question now that it feels like in one single wave, Gamerverse has absolutely stomped anything Maximum was doing. Maximum said, here's 2 good figures. Gamerverse said, here's all good figures. Go, have fun. Go ahead, there you go. Like, it brings into question where the thought process is with Marvel Legends how they decide a price point and an amount of quality and or so. It does make me wonder. Let's wonder more and open this. Okay, so let's do this. Let's start here. Simple. There he is. Thanos. Look at that. Look at his face, man. Holy crap, that is good. That is so good. Dude, the paint on this guy is honestly exceptional. Decent range here. Can't really look down. He doesn't brood. The horns are a nice material, so they don't like stab you really, and they don't get in the way of anything. Terrible range of motion. Terrible range of motion. But that seems to be okay. That seems to be okay. He's a big, big dude, so we kind of let certain things go. The range of motion in his arms is terrible. I mean, it's truly bad. Look at this. I'm trying here. That's all we got. That's all we got. Ooh. Oh my. Yeah, that is terrible range of motion. His legs, not as hindering. He's got decent feet and everything like that. This doesn't really hinder him. It's not in his way. So that's kind of good right there. And then, of course, for what it's worth, they included this. So we have the snap. I could complain about this guy. Right now, he fills a spot on the shelf that is a major quota spot. I've wanted a Thanos for a while. I don't own one. Now I do. He's right here. That's perfect. He is the one that I wanted. He's the design that I wanted. He's what I grew up with. He's how I see him. That's my visual perception. It works for me. His articulation could have been better. He is the weaker part of this pack, without a doubt. Like, it is beyond contestation. This is the weakest part of this 2-pack. Still cool. I'm still under the impression that I'll get something out of him. I'll be able to move him around and fight him and do things like that. But his range of motion is really bad. Maybe it's these. Maybe these, even for the sake of argument, should have been a little further up, even though it wouldn't have been 100% accurate. And maybe it would have made his arms seem long. But, like, that is, the range of motion on this guy's arm is unbelievably a joke. Watch this. We're done. That's all you can do. That's it. We're done. You can kind of get something like this by turning him, like where you kind of, it's bad. It is a terrible, terrible, terrible range of motion, and he has no butterflies. So, like, you're going to be relying all on his hip movements and stuff like that to, like, have him land punches and make like, you know, like he's standing certain ways or anything like that. You're lucky that he has a lot of, he rotates, so he's going to have to throw them hooks, but he can't even get, like, an actual good hook because, like, he can't do that. But that's him. That's him. So, her. Wow, this is impressive. Is the hair? No, they still are not learning their lesson with the hair. It's not the worst hair we've ever seen, but it is in the way. So, it kind of got, like, she has a decent range of motion, but it's noticeable that it's not, you see what I'm getting at? It's going to be in her way for the most part. Otherwise, I'm not experiencing drop-down hips. I don't think we've got that going on. No, they're not really. But we have that lower ab movement. We have all that upper articulation. We have good heavy butterflies back and forward. She's got a nice, I mean, it is what it is. She's got a nice body design. She's got thick legs. That's good because in the game, she actually did, if you remember. That's actually cool. She does not have... Oh, never mind. That's impressive. This line is cut so perfect by the lines that she wears, by the straps that she wears, that it actually hides her thigh swivel perfectly. Like, I didn't even think it was there. It's done so well. She, of course, has the double knees, but she has the thick thighs, and she also has these powerful calves, so she cannot kick her own butt, though, for what it's worth, she's got it. I'm liking the arms. I'm seeing same thing here. They hide, by using the straps, they hide that movement right there. There's a lot of movement in her. She is magnificent. She also, for what it's worth, has this extra face, which I believe is primary for her power set. So it goes on, and then she gets this, which is like kind of a wild, like sunglasses type of thing that she can kind of do. It goes over here onto her ear. I'm sure. I'm probably got to play with it a bit. I'm having trouble with it, but I'm kind of getting the effect. You see what it does? I'm having a little bit of trouble with it. It seems like it kind of wants to move around and whatnot, but I'm sure that once I figure out the exact perfect placement for it and whatnot, it will work just fine. She does have the 2 pointer fingers, which are actually cool. I like these. And she has the expression hand, which is also really good. She came with her swords. This is really cool. I believe this is for the pointing hand, because I think they got like a thing right here. So I'm just going to, for the sake of argument, so that I guaranteedly test this out. This is, I think, where was it? There it is. I think this goes like this. I think her hand literally slips in there and it holds. So then you could do effects like you can have one on each hand, and you could do, there it is. Yeah, I think, because like you could put it on the hands and whatnot, and then you can have her where she's doing like things like that and whatnot. That's pretty cool. This is good. Like, this is crazy good. Now, this is the only piece that I'm having a little bit of trouble with. Everything else seems absolutely spot on. I'm not having any real problems with it. I'm not having any real troubles. Like, I love the fact that she's got that blade. I mean, I love the fact that she's got that blade. That is so cool. I would have preferred 2 of these alongside 2 of these, but that's fine. I don't care if I get the 1. That's fine too. Otherwise, she's easily going to be able to hit fighting poses and whatnot. Maybe a toe articulation, but come on. At this point, I'm splitting hairs because what we have here is unbelievably good. The only thing I'm having trouble with, as I said, is these. And the reason is because, like, I have a Baroness that wears glasses. This has 1 long and 1 short. So it seems like and maybe I can move the hair and get it. Yeah, it's a little tough. I'm pretty sure it is specifically for this head. And I'm pretty sure it goes back like this, and it goes into there, and the other part goes here, and it connects, and it goes up. I got it to work once. This is a little tough. This is first impression as well. So keep that in mind. My channel does not review things. It doesn't work that way. These are very much, every single one of these are podcasts. We open the figures, we get a first impression. Either I love a thing, I like a thing, I hate a thing. Sometimes that's the way. And sometimes I get confused by a thing. And it takes me after the show kind of playing around with it to get the gist of it. I could probably sit here for the next 4 or 5 minutes and I could figure out exactly how this is supposed to go perfectly. And it probably wouldn't bother me at all. I could probably figure it out. Do I want to sit here and do that right now? No. And I'm more than happy with what I'm seeing here. Even if I never got that face effect to work, which I'm positive I will, because I already got it to work once while I was just kind of messing with it, but then I put it down and I'm going to have to figure it out again. I don't think I would be worried about it. That's it. She is so good by herself. I would never worry about it. Both her faces are good. She has the angry face with the powerful expression here and everything. She really looks fierce, like she really looks good. And then she has kind of a stern, serious face about her, which also looks really good. Like, the face is good, the body is good. It is a new, updated figure. Every female in the line should be using a variant of this buck by now. Every single one. We got, so far, we have Black Widow on the new buck. We have a Jean Grey on the new buck. We have a Psylocke on the new buck. We should have way more. There's no reason we shouldn't have basically every girl coming out past this point should be on the new bucks. That it should become a standard. We should be done with where we only get this top and then all of this is one single part. This is the way they should all be. They should all have this level to where they can bend down, to where they can look up, to where they can move around. This is what they should be, every single one of them. And I don't care even for the argument of well, some characters, some characters aren't designed to be like that or whatever. They're not flexible like that, or they're not ninjas or whatever. I don't care. At this point, we should be moving the line forward, not 1 step forward, 2 steps back, or 2 steps forward, 1 step back, where we're moving forward, but we keep pulling it back, and then we move forward. Stop it. Like, there's no reason. At this point, there should be no reason. If you could produce her, and you could do Jean Grey, and you could do Black Widow, there's nothing stopping you but you. You are the reason you are not doing it. And you are the only reason you are not doing it. And just so you know, Marvel Legends, as if Marvel Legends watches my show, just so you know, you have competitors now. Real competitors. Competitors that are watching, competitors that are pushing, competitors that are maintaining a price rate that is going to give you trouble. You can no longer be content. What you have done with Gamerverse needs to become an absolute standard of quality for your entire line, or you will fall. If you can no longer be complacent in the fact that you are the best, you are at the top. You for years you were the go-to because you were accessible, you were cheap, there was a guaranteed, you kept your stuff at a low price point with high quality. There was always something new to look forward to, and always something, always, and it was a progressive line that kept moving forward and getting better, better, better. Then you found out you had no competitors, especially at your price range. Now, you want a different Spider-Man? Spider-Man's over there. Go ahead. Pay $90 for that Spider-Man. We'll just be over here improving Spider-Man. Every single figure. You got away with that for a very long time. I don't think you could play that game anymore. I think if you don't start making leeway soon, like, you have to maintain this quality. You've shown you can do it. If you fall back from this point, you will die as a brand. I'm positive of it. There are choices now. There are choices. Complacency will only get you so far, Marvel. I say Marvel. Hasbro. Because, in all honesty, Hasbro, it's not just Marvel Legends. It's Star Wars, too. Star Wars, come on now. It's time to evolve. But you know what's really weird, Hasbro? Your G.I. Joe figures are phenomenal. What is happening? How can two other lines be coasting on success stories and one line is pushing the line? Like, G.I. Joe is making waves, man. They're like, oh, hold on, back up. Check this out. And then Hasbro's over here like, oh, we got, here's a cool figure. And you're like, that, I can't help but notice that Spider-Woman doesn't move very well. Or that X-23 is still using the female Buck from a decade ago. And they're like, oh, I mean, it still works. Your Gwen Stacy, your Spider-Gwen can't do swing effects because their body doesn't move in a way that makes it look like they can do swing effects. You don't think that's a problem, that it's time to update the Bucks? Because I think it is. It's weird to me. It doesn't make sense. This is proof you can do it. Start doing it.
I have spoken. Take what you will from it.